Now when Mercury is 7 from Saturn, or Saturn is 7 from Mercury and Mercury is 7 from Saturn, or they are in opposite houses to each other. They can be in Aries and Libra, they can be in Taurus and Scorpio, they can be in Gemini and Sagittarius, they can be in Cancer and Capricorn, whatever. But they are in opposite houses from each other, or they are 7 to each other. So now this is a placement where both of them are aspecting each other with the strongest aspect, the 7th aspect. Now this is not a conjunction, this is an aspect on each other. So each of them has enough of individuality, enough of freedom, because they are not bound to each other through conjunction, but the aspect of one on the other is also influencing the other. So for example, when Saturn Dasha is on and Saturn and Mercury is 7 from each other in the natal chart, then Saturn's ability to influence Mercury will be higher. And when Mercury Dasha is on, Mercury Antar Dasha is on, Mercury 7th aspect on Saturn, which means now Mercury's influence on Saturn will be higher. So keep this in mind. One planet will always have a slightly upper hand on the other, even when they are in the 7 placement, because of either the transit being strong of one planet, or a Sadhisati is on, or the Antardasha of one planet is on, or one planet is going over the Lagna, which means the other planet is in the 7th house, one planet is going over the 10th house, which means the other planet is going to the 4th house, or one planet is going over the 2nd house of income, other planet is going on to the 8th house of obstacles. So that balance you will be able to see. So for example, if Mercury Dasha is on, then you would better want Mercury to be in the 2nd house and Saturn to be in the 8th house in your natal chart, rather than vice versa. So now 7 from each other. What does this mean? 7th house from each other, from any house, is the relationships, your connection, your teamwork, your ability to do business, your ability to be able to balance, your ability to be able to work with others. This is also your conjugal life. This is also your married life. This is also expectations from everybody else, including your partner. So when Saturn and Mercury are 7 from each other, Saturn expects commitment, dedication, discipline, hard work from your partners, from your team members, from those who you're working on a day-to-day basis. Mercury being 7 from Saturn, which means you want people to be more logical, you want people to be more practical, you want people to be more complete in their work, in their approach to the relationship. You don't want somebody to be flimsy, you don't want somebody to be less committed, you don't want somebody to be unstable in the relationship, in your work. So this is a placement where Saturn is bringing its own influence and making the Mercury person more practical, committed, hardworking, disciplined. Mercury's influence on Saturn is bringing in the ability to be able to take practical decision making with logic, with educated decision, with enough information, and through communication sorting out challenges and issues. So overall this is still a good placement. However, in certain transits, certain Antardasha, or during the Sarasati, your ability to take practical decisions to a large extent may be lessened or compromised when Saturn has the upper hand. On the other hand, if Mercury is not in good dignity, or Mercury is debilitated while it is aspecting Saturn, then the thoughtful decision making may be compromised, because of a stable decision making may not be possible. So this is a balanced placement. However, look at what is the dignity of a planet, which is the stronger planet, and allow that planet to have the upper hand. So Saturn is more stronger than Mercury. Allow discipline, committed, stability, loyalty to take the upper hand, rather than quick decision making, or being incomplete in your work, or being too communicative, or talking too much. On the other hand, if Mercury is stronger, then allow your decision, your ability to be able to negotiate with people, to be able to talk through before making your decision, and then focusing on stability rather than the other way around.